Good morning, everyone. This is Patty. Getting ready to make some soap. It's going to be a beautiful, luscious soap, and I can't wait to get to it. But first of all, it's brought to my attention. I love this mold. It is the Brambleberry vertical mold. And, oh, sweet Barbara, thank you so much for bringing it to my attention. The conversation that we had, or I should say commenting back and forth, was that Brambleberry is, I guess they changed their style of this mold. And I almost went and got another one, and I did not know that it is totally different. It has a sliding door in the front instead of this, just with the wing nuts. And nope. All the soapers out there are very frustrated with it, and I'm not even going to try to figure that out. I'm just going to stick with this one. So I thought that I'd just give a little demonstration on how I line it and, set it up. If enough of us soapers out there would go over to Brambleberry, which we love very, very much, and kind of put it in their ear to get the old style back, I think that they would do a better job than trying to reconfigure that sliding door garbage on a vertical mold. So, let's get going. I used parchment paper, and I'm not going to take this part out, but I'm going to try to bring it over there to you. See how I lined it? And then I put the bottom in here. Well, a lot of times you get a little bit of seepage in this one too, but it's not too bad if you keep it at a medium trace, which sometimes this hillbilly just doesn't have the patience for it. So I lined the bottom with a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, but see how this little lip is? Lining that bottom part. That kind of helps. So, alright, got that lined up, and this will go on the front on here, but I'll show you. Okay, got the bottom in, and if you noticed, if you're having problems with the bow, just lightly, don't put a lot of strength in it, and just kind of bend it, straighten it up, tip it this way. And I put it on everything to try to get it straight, and that works. So I'm going to slide the back part in all the way tight. Then I'm going to put the sides in, and I look and you see that there's a little bit of a bow, and I just lift it up just a little bit. Yes, it's a pain in the booty, but I'm not going to give up on it. I love not having, I can just take them off so easy, and I will show you that once we get it done. Alrighty, I'm trying to hurry because my husband is going to be home. He's left me a message on Facebook. Oops, let me see about that one. Oh, that one's okay. So, I've got to hurry so I can have my time with him. So I think those are supposed to be on the back. There we go. Now, I take my parchment paper and I put it in here. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit long. And this one, I just take the corners and push it down over those screws for the wing, or I should say, yeah, for the wing nuts to go over. Doesn't have to be fancy dancy, just get her in there. There you go. And then we put this back on. Over it, And then the secret of what I love about this versus whatever they got going over there at Brambleberry, messing around with my beautiful vertical mold that I love so much, is you want to go sideways, not like this, but like this, and then you want to tighten it down, not where you can't get it undone, but just to keep it from seeping. That seems to help too. The soap that I am going to make is a Rosemary Mint, and this is another kind of testing for Aztec. But let's sit down just for a second. But what I put also in it was it's a little Smokey in the background note, and it just gives it that oomph. And it does has the Rosemary Mint from Aztec, and it has rosemary essential oil, and it has a little bit of patchouli in the background. So it's not very much, it just kind of gives it a little bit more oomph, and I love the combination. It's not, you won't be able to smell if you don't like patchouli. It's not enough notice where if you absolutely hate patchouli, you're going to love this. It's going to be like a smoky background. So, it's going to be a vegan soap, and it has lots of butters in it. It's got 20% butters in it, and I use cocoa butter and shea butter. And of course my extra virgin olive oil. And let me see. Let me get my brand new eyeballs on. Okay, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, apricot kernel oil, which is yummy for the skin. And it's got a 5% canola oil, and then castor oil. Also has kaolin clay. I got as my herbs, because I like to put herbs in all my soap. It's going to be alfalfa leaf powder and aloe vera with honey. Yeah. So, you know what the bubbly is? It's at 23% on soap calc. And that's a pretty good percentage. So, I'm going to give you percentages because a lot of people always ask, but you know what? You're going to have to get out there and do a little bit of work. You're not just going to take from a soaper, you know, their formula. So, anyways, learn to do percentages, and then you make any size batch you want to. So, this is the recipe for this luscious soap, and I hope you enjoy it because I don't give out a lot of my soap formulas, but unless you email me and we talk about it, we brainstorm if you're having problems. I just don't want someone surfing. I put in a lot of work, and so does all my other soaping, you know, family out there. Lots and lots of work at formulating, and for someone to just search the web on YouTube and grab, you know, someone's formula or recipe, that's just not fair. I mean, come on. If you need help, ask, because there's a whole bunch of us out here, including this hillbilly, that would just love to be able to help. But you gotta ask. You know, it's just, I don't know, common courtesy. And yes, I'm a butthead. But okay, extra virgin olive oil, 30%. Organic coconut oil, 25%. Organic cocoa butter, it's not processed, it's 10%. Shea butter, and it's organic, 10%. Apricot kernel oil, 10%. Canola oil, 5%. Stearic acid, which is derived from coconut oil, not palm, and that's at 3%. It gives you some videoing. That's my daughter. Are you going to come in here?
Hello?
And it's 3% stearic acid, and castor oil is at 7. A lot of us soap makers, we don't go past 10. 7 is pretty high, but I wanted the bubbles because this is a vegan soap, Then we have our candling clay. Yeah, you like bubbles, huh? And alfalfa leaf, aloe vera powder, and my honey. So, there you go. If you didn't get it all, just go back and, look at it. Okay, I'm going to pause you and get geared up and talk to my daughter, and I will bring you back. Okay, I'm back. This is my liquid oils in here and my candling clay. So I'm going to give that a little stir. And now I am going to put in all my butters and hard oils. With this temperature though, coconut oil is not hard. And I'm going to have to get another bucket, but I don't want to do that in the summertime, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Of course it's liquidy, and they put it in a blue plastic in the bucket to keep it from seeping, which I understand that, but oh my goodness, it is so stinking hard to get that out of there and clean it up, because you want to use every bit. Excuse me. My daughter, I have been off in soda pop, whatever you want to call it, for over a year since surgery, and so every now and then a Slurpee or whatever you call it, I don't know what you call it, but this is my little treat. And she brought it to me, and I was like almost ready to cry. All right, enough of that. Okay, I'm afraid to put in my fragrance and essential oil like I usually do in here, because I'm still experimenting on this one. I don't know how it's going to behave. So I guess you can see this. Alright, maybe I should bring it back a little bit. Let's give it a little bit of buzz. Abby's last day of school today. She gets off a little bit early, but she missed this part, and she has got the soaping bug. Okay. Now, in here, I have my aloe vera, of course. This is my lye solution. And I put titanium dioxide in here already because I want it to be kind of, not a pastel, but just a pretty green. And I got this brainy idea, you guys. I think, man, I got allergies. Make sure there are no clumps of the aloe vera. And there is. So we'll mix that up and stick her on in there. Okay, back to my brainy idea. I am going to put the dividing section in my mold, which I better get a toothpick. Oh yeah, I got one right there for this. So I'm going to take my mold and I'm going to put in, if I can find it, that's on this side. Make sure that is right down in there. And what I'm going to do, instead of, well, come on, girl. I don't have my eyeballs on, so. Boy, it's terrible when you're, I can see good, except for I can't read good or things up. You know what, this just, I'm telling you guys, just going to give me heck because I don't have my eyeballs on. Okay. Okay, it is that way. Make sure it's down in there. There we go. Okay, it's in there. Okay, back to what I was trying to say. Now put this in here, instead of swirling it, you know, like I take it out and I swirl it, I'm going to take it out and I'm just going to walk it up, back and forth, mix the two colors and see what happens. So I love experimenting, don't you? No. I think women more like things to be a constant. But when it comes to soaping, let's see, there's a false trace. Just get it out. See how that is? False trace. So, I just want to keep working it out, and there you go. Now I got two colors I'm going to deal with when I pour this off, and one with the alfalfa leaf, and a little bit of mica just to give it that oomph of a color. Should not do that when it's on. Okay, let's get this mold back here. And then I'm going to pour off. In this one I have my mica, which is this one from Nurture Soap, and my alfalfa leaf. The other one, I love this. It's a khaki yellow green. See ya? That's the one for the other side. Okay, let's try to get these even since we're using this mold. And then I'll put the fragrance in after I mix it, because I am scared. I want a good video. I don't want to soap on the stick. Nope. As all of us soap makers have experienced that a time or two. It's no big deal. I mean, you still can do something, but it's just frustrating. With Nature's Garden, their fragrance oils, which I absolutely love, I know what it's going to do. And like I told you before with Aztec, and they're getting so much better to cater to soap makers. They started out as a candle supplier, and so I definitely want to experiment with their fragrances. They have some beautiful scents, and they do very well with not putting junk in it, like phthalate and things that will cause building up formaldehyde and just stuff like your big commercial fragrances and products do. It's one thing nice about being a soap maker in small batches and a small business. Okay, let's see this one. to be a nice hard bar, vegan. There isn't any milk or anything in there. And I might have to add a little bit more color, but we'll see. Let's get a buzz. Okay, here's the green. Can you see it all right? My cord can only go so far, folks. All right, and here is the khaki. And I think I'm going to have to move you over here for a minute. I just don't know if you can see this too good. Maybe if I brought you back just a little. Okay. Usually, it doesn't have fragrance oil in it, so I got a little bit of time to play. I don't stick blend as much as I am here, but I want this at a medium trace. It's not going to be for swirling per se. I think I got some of that on the bottom. I think. I'm going to add some more. I don't want this to be a long video, but sometimes you just can't help it. And I think after I stir that one up in there, that's going to be okay. Give this a blend. I don't know about all you guys or where you're at, but it sure is heating up. It's almost June. So Glenn's going to come home today and he is going to put in the air conditioners. We got a very small place, but we have to have one in the bedroom. It's in the back. That usually is good enough for me. I just turn that on and the doors are open, you know, and it goes down the hall and I'm fine. But let me tell you about my big man. He just has to have it cold, not for just sleeping, but just to be in the house. I just can't stand the humidity. I miss Arizona, but we're never happy. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. I'm going to get this over here just in case I got to move fast. All right, here we go. Good. And I'm just going to stir it first. And so far so good. And it smells so good. Okay. One of these days, you guys, I'm going to have to sell more soap so I can buy me some more spatulas. As you see, I've had this one for a long time. Okay. Well, as far as the stirring goes, pretty good. I don't think I'm going to stick blend that. Make sure there's nothing floating around there. Okay. My daughter has to go for testing, having stomach problems, and they're going to stick a scope down her throat. And she just asked me if I'd take her to Dubuque when it happens, and I said yes. She was there for me when I started in with all this, and I hope that she don't end up with lots of problems like I had with acid reflux really bad. But as I told you before, first time I had surgery to fix the acid reflux, I shouldn't, because of a hernia, I shouldn't have done that, because back then they didn't do very much testing, and they could have fixed the problem, and it came undone anyways, and blah blah blah, and oh, you know the rest. Okay, so let's pour off on this one. And she had to go pick up Miss Abby, so she couldn't be here to help pour one side, so I gotta do it like this. I bring it way up to the top, as I told you before, because when I take out that insert, I'm going to finish being able to pour all the way up to the top. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's get to it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I love to do different things. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to go from one end, so I think, to the other. Nope. Guess what? Maybe I don't know. I think at a heavier trace. Not look at what I did. Look at what I did. Get back in there. I'm still anxious to see what it looks like, and I will keep on experimenting with this insert. Okay, I'm going to put it down there, clean up this mess. Alright. Oops, I do that and I got you guys sitting on the and as always, I am going to have a little bit left over so I can put it in because I always like to try it out. I test everything out. Just get this down like that. Clean it up. And tomorrow I will unveil it and we will see what we got here. I hope this helps everyone thinking about that mold. Please go over to Brambleberry and ask them nicely if they would go back to the old. Okay, well, I'll bring you back for the cutting tomorrow, but you'll see it right after this, hopefully. All right, everyone have a blessed day. Stay out of trouble. I will try to do the same. And thanks for watching. Okay, Abby, we are going to unmold this soap. Hope everybody can see it. But this is the paper that I put on that you saw me. And let's just show you. See? The leakage. Remember I showed you the paper part? It's all on there. Worked out pretty good. I just removed this. I'm going to show you. I know a lot of people have been having problems unmolding this, but it's real simple. See, there's a little bit of seepage. Not very much. I'm gonna have something. Let's get this out of there, Abby. We just made breakfast. What was it? Pancakes? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, alright. You always want to not twist, but you want to get this broken. Let me get this started. It's been a while. Yep.
So it's open.
I'm going to walk this up. See, get it started. And just keep pushing, see? Right here, not on the soap, but right at the tail end. And twist it. And then just twist it off. Don't pull it, you know, like prying it. Okay, got that part. Then I do the other side, and then I reuse this to get the side parts off. Okay? This one has a lot of cocoa butter in it, Abby. Which was your last day yesterday, huh?
Yep. There's like 2 types of green, but that's what's green now.
Yeah. Okay. You see how we got that? Now it's like, now what do we do without touching the edges? Well, here's the secret. Put this back on. Just a little bit over to the side. Same way with this one. And then you do the same thing with the sides. Walk it down. Don't pry up, pull, slide. See? Ta-da! Alright. Now, we're going to do the same. We're going to move it over to that side. And that side. Just give it a little bit so you can get your fingers. See right here. Yeah, do the same thing. Ta-da! I hope that helps everyone. Alright, let's get the bottom off. That's the easy one. Slide. There you go, folks. Alrighty, Abby. Usually I have this out waiting. Look at what I just did. Out waiting, drying out a little bit before, you know, when I use this before, so that you guys can see it being cut. But I thought that might just help you a little bit. Not struggling with that
Can I cut it?
mold. Huh?
Can I cut it?
Hang on. That's why we use our gloves, because it's a little wet. Oh. Alright. Yeah, usually I just have it out waiting to air out so it will dry, but we want to get this video up, huh, Abby?
Mm-hmm.
So, let me come on over here. I don't want you to touch because you don't have your gloves on, so slow. Yep. Not that slow, Molasses. Is that your pet name? Ta-da! Alright. Let's be very careful because I didn't air it out. That's one thing that will help to air it out when you take off the plastic. Alright. It's not what I was wanting. I mean, you know, we tried in the video, but it is fantastic. Next time I won't bring it up to a tray, heavier trace, medium trace, but I'm going to get more seepage. So, to do that walking thing, and yes, I am going to do it. Alright, folks. Can you say goodbye,
Goodbye.
Abby? Have a blessed weekend and all that good stuff, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Alright.